say, how you doing, my dude? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Holy shit. It's been a fucking day and a half. I will explain that after. I'm gonna smoke, and then we're gonna intro before we like ready up, basically. It's gonna
Okay,
hop.
I'm
It's
with you
gonna
on
hop us right into that bitch.
that. Oh, oh shit, Hello and welcome to another installment of Realm of Racing. And we're here tonight at Monza, the Temple of Speed, one of the world's first purpose-built racetracks. Although the track layouts changed a little bit since then, no more with the heavy banked right-handers, the reprofiling of Ascari, but this being a sprint weekend and a one-shot qualifying could shake up the starting grid a little bit. And with me as always, my dude, my man Hunter. How we feeling this evening?
Yes, sir. We're back again. It feels like these Wednesdays are coming up fast. They're coming up quick, thick and fast. But hold on one second. Did he just say? Is he messing with me? Hold on. Because that if he's like wrong, I'm gonna be so mad. He's saying there's no voices on the stream, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Wait, my shit ain't even started yet. Did it start?
Yeah, he is wrong. Okay, wow, just messed up my.
Okay. That's okay.
Okay, all right, whatever. No, it's working properly. Anyway, yeah, we tried to time this perfectly. Might have missed the mark just a tiny bit. Oh my god, it is raining. We have a one-shot qualifying into a sprint race into a normal GP, a normal 50 percenter. So it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty interesting. They're saying there's a random in the lobby, but I don't know how that could have happened.
Hmm.
Bruh.
Well, hopefully, if there is, hopefully everybody is well behaved. We did see the constructor standings at the start. McLaren holding almost a 20-point advantage, 19-point advantage, it looks like, on Haas. And Black and K Money still tied with Tails at the top of the leaderboards, both sitting on 44. So the season shake up a little bit here,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
starting to kick into gear. Some people starting to find their grooves. Some people still struggling, kind of on the newer game. But yeah, McLaren out to that early lead in terms of the constructors. But I mean, Haas is honestly they're right there. They're still very tight in there. And I mean, with the
Oh yeah,
drivers, obviously you got K Money and Tails tied on 44.
yeah, no, we'd love to see that. Yeah, 20 points. That could swing so fast,
That
even
could
though it
swing in
is
one
still early
race. Yeah.
days. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, now this should be interesting with one shot and it being wet. Oh man, I'm sure
Right. I'm gonna have to like get this
yeah,
guy's
I'm curious. I
name.
don't
The
see the
random.
name,
Ah, I see
honestly.
it. He's
Right.
on the Haas.
Oh, Matt. Okay, I do see it now.
I can't message him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Who is? It's got to be a friend, isn't it?
Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. I actually no, I can't because I can't even go. There's
It's like a
multiple
black baller
randoms coming. No, we're gonna have to. We're gonna restart this. We're gonna restart this. Several randoms, bro. There's two
joined
now.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to little technical difficulty, but that's all right. We'll get it all straightened out in the short time. In the meantime, though, I'm wondering if it's gonna be wet again, or if obviously randomized, it could most likely probably be dry on the next one, but
That's frustrating. All right, we're gonna mute up. I'll throw this slideshow back. All right, guys, we're back, and get that slideshow out the way. So yeah, they get a dry quali. Lucky them. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
should be
little
underway for one shot anymore.
yeah, small technical drops, but
Yeah, yeah.
either way, got it handled promptly and stuff though, and yeah, they're about to get out there. Yeah, that should be exciting now. No, I'm happy to. I kind of like these sprint weekends sometimes. So that's pretty
Yeah, it's a decent little format. I'll have to get the drivers' feedback. Our plan is to have two of them in total this year. I think the next one may be at Brazil, but then again, Brazil is our second to last race, so I don't know if I want to do that to them at that point. But the race is kind of in the mid part of the season. I don't see it working that well, so we'll see. We'll see. Uh, but there will be a second one. Just when and where, we'll see.
Can you put it on any track, or is it just have to be real life
Oh no,
sprint
you can
races?
put it on any track, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
interesting.
There are some
Ah,
tracks though,
no,
if
and
you
the
have
off
it on
stuff.
authentic, like the setting,
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
it'll
Yeah,
automatically put that sprint there. But you can just there's another setting to just add sprint race.
that is a problem with this one. It takes so long to spectate in between in qualifying, but Milky's still up front right now through Curva Grande. He goes still holding that P1. Loses just a little bit there. Tails up into provisional. Yeah, it is weird
It's
watching
hard.
it like this though.
Yeah,
In crap, you know.
it's actually very difficult to kind of tell what's going on here.
Mhm.
Definitely even harder. We were just talking about how this might be easier to commentate over, just with the short, the sprint and the race instead of having the short qualifying. Um, but the one shot is definitely not easier. It's proven to be even more
I mean,
difficult. Well,
I
Tails
kind
has
of,
made a
you
mistake.
know, oh yeah, Tails has dropped back quite a bit. David's retired.
Milky,
Milky has jumped back up to P1.
yeah, these two boys are going back and
Okay,
forth.
money through the final corner parabolica. I can't think of the real name now, but
It's almost like we
I think.
need the ghosts of everybody. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I
that would
mean?
have been
That would have
nice.
made that would make it a little bit easier to grasp. But back in K Money takes
Yeah,
pole with a 119.539. Milky just behind him with a something something like 7 thousandths of a second off.
something something, man. You know exactly what it was. There it was. No, that was It is nice though. In real life, you don't see the
Oh,
cars how they are
Nander
like
as
that
well.
stack up. Oh man, they're up at P3. Very nice rigs. P4 Spinny in P5.
Yeah,
Aston Martin, I think.
the
Nice.
substitute. He raced last week as well, just didn't make it far. Had an incident
It's
with
interesting.
somebody. I think it might have been Bala spun at the long left-hander at Saudi Arabia, like that one. I don't know how to describe it. There's a long
Mhm.
left-hander, and then he spun and was literally just sitting on the apex, and here comes Spenny around the corner. Well, the blind corner for him at the time,
Mhm.
and just goes straight in,
That's what
loses his
happen
tire.
on the bigger jobs sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're heading into a
But
9-lap sprint now.
no, it's good real life. You don't see the cars like that because it does give that excitement when they come across the line and it's like, oh, they put it, in P2, boom. You don't actually see them move up and down.
And
That
I
would.
said it. This one shot could create a mixed up grid for sure, and we see Tails making that mistake. So now I'm not totally sure. I don't know if they've updated it. I really don't know. This is our first sprint, but I believe if it's like real life now, it should go the GP, the 50% race should be based on that qualifying, right? Not this
Yeah, and
sprint.
yeah, I believe you are correct. It's now a
But
sprint race
previously
and
that
not a
was
sprint
like,
qualifying.
yeah. Previously
That
it
was
was
I
like a
never.
sprint qualifying, like you just said, and it was kind of
Yeah, I
confusing.
was not a fan of the qualifying. If you're gonna do a sprint, just let them race it out,
I
and
agree.
let the qualifying be qualifying. But is our formation lap?
No, no, no formation lap.
Oh, the revs are rising and the lights are down, and away we go. It looks like a slow start for K Money.
Milky
Milky
gets a
might have
great
a good
start
run down the inside.
comparative.
Oh, they're gonna be side by side going down into turn one though.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple of battles. Do they get through here cleanly? No, the Haas makes contact, but I think he gets out okay. That was Nander, but now he's going to have Riggs right up his inside. Or actually, yeah, on his inside. And Riggs must have
Yeah,
made
they're
up some
feel the wheel.
positions.
Yeah, going through the curve ground, it could leaves plenty of space there. Looks like the Haas is going to be able to, of Nander, be able to take that position
Oh,
back. But Riggs trying to dive
oh!
up the inside and spins out.
Yeah, he needed to back out there. He needed to back out there.
Tails is already up to
How
P3.
is that? He's up 4 positions
He,
already. And
well, he made up a.
halfway through lap 1.
I mean, I did see him make a few on to turn one into the chicane, but how did he make up the rest of them there, though? Yeah, somehow in the mistake. So Tails has already put himself back up towards the front.
Yeah, and Milky's starting to build a little bit of a gap. He's got 8/10 now to back in K Money. Who K Money obviously he started on pole, just didn't get the greatest of starts and lost that position to Milky at the start going into turn 1. And obviously we know
Yeah,
K
Milky just
Money and Tails tied on points in the drivers championship at 44. So all these
yeah,
points are
because
going to be
Tails.
crucial.
I'm trying to think. It's an eighth
I think
place, I
so.
believe, in the
Yes, for
sprint. Yeah.
first.
Oh, Spinny dives up the inside there of Nander as well.
I
A
just missed that.
beautiful
There's a
pass there for that
big
Aston
pack
Martin.
of angry cars behind him. And I wonder, I saw Nander make contact with somebody, and I'm wondering now if maybe he has some damage that we can't necessarily see.
It could be, but yeah, they are definitely. Oh, and that is somebody going around there. It's Wesley Santana. Him and Canadian, just a little bit of wheel contact going into the second chicane there. Yeah, right before the Lesmos. Oh man, it's so easy. As soon as you just barely bump wheels and the car just the weight transfer just does not allow for you to save it sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, some of these guys that kind of struggle in the long races, maybe with consistency, this could be one of their opportunities here to really get some points. Although it's still not a ton of points, but still some points nonetheless. You still need to be
Oh, points
consistent in these
always feel
sprints.
good.
And yeah, Tails
Oh
is
yeah,
now going to enter the DRS. And speaking of DRS, it's going to be activated on this lap.
yeah. As they're all set in the fastest lap, all three of the front runners. You would expect definitely Milky to do it. Obviously, lap two.
Yeah, and Spenny's building this gap to Bio. I don't think Bio will be able to really come back at him. If it keeps going like this, Spenny should. Oh, never mind. Bio's got a pretty good turn 1/2, and he's just made up about 2 or 3 tenths there.
Yeah, he's
I was gonna
closing in.
say,
He is in that draft just enough there. And maybe he looked like he might have been a little bit later on the brakes there too. Yeah, they are still pretty tight there though, as Monza sometimes will produce a little bit of trains here and there, but at least in the game you can overtake a little bit easier than real life.
yeah. And while Cows is just overtaking Canadian for 7th place, I was just about to say, Tails is up 4 positions, but also Bio up 3, Cows up 4 now with that overtake, and he's now, I mean, Tails is side by side, gets the overtake done before. It's not a Parabolica anymore, but I don't remember the name, so
I
whatever.
can't think of the new name either, but that was a huge moment right
And
behind
he's
that
gonna
there
get
for
both of them, yeah.
Spinny.
I think he might.
Um, oh, Tails, yeah, he is going for the lead here. Let's see.
Yeah, Tails
Milky's
has the
gonna try to
inside
be.
line. He's not able to break late enough to keep that inside line for turn 2. Has to give it up
And
before.
K Money is right on the gearbox of Milky here. He's gonna dip down to the outside as well. So much speed coming through.
Yeah, and Tails needs to get to move on as well. He might get double overtaken, but that means K Money's just gained back P2. Milky down to P3 after being P1 for the majority of P1 through 4. Or sorry, lap 1 through 4.
Yeah, as these front three are starting to stretch it out. But there was a moment back there
Yeah,
that
Bio's
Spinney
taken.
just went wide on a
Oh,
Scary, and he almost collected a couple cars. Just
yeah,
it's
Spenny's
such a
down in
fast chicane.
P7 now. And look at this, the
Yeah, he
Haas,
almost.
and that's Bio and Nander side
Ooh.
by side. And
Oh,
it's
and he's gonna get overtaken by two? No, not this time.
No, sorry, yeah, Bio did I think have that position. Whoa, the Aston Martin getting of Spenny getting a little bit out of shape.
Yeah, I think Cows was trying to join in the fun there and get by Bio as well. Oh, these front three though are definitely they got such a big toe with DRS activated
Yeah,
here. I
I
think
mean
Milky might trade positions back with him. He might go for a double overtake here.
they might
He's
go
gonna go down
three.
the inside.
So yep, he gets both of them back. He needs to keep it together through turn 1 and 2, and he does. But Tails is still right there on his gearbox.
Glued to it. Gets out just a little bit. Is he gonna go for it here in the no? Milky
Milky
does a
goes
good job
defensive.
defending the
Yeah,
inside.
nothing there.
It just shows how strong the slipstream is, and mixed with the DRS there, Milky just had such a good exit on the final turn there too. He was just glued right back to K Money, and
We missed this as well. But I mean, this pack of P4 all the way down to P12. Nander's
oh,
just
who was
almost.
that?
Yeah, Nander's just gone. He
Ooh.
got a big tank slapper on the first double right. I can't remember what those are called. The
Mm-hmm.
Lesmos? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Lesbos,
Yes, correct. Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. The first Lesmo gets a big tank slapper. Now the Ferrari of Bio
Ooh.
going side by
They
side.
are
There's
tight.
contact. Bio turns. He just gets
Oh, and more
the
contact.
wheel.
Nander, or Alfa Romeo,
Oh,
Ashley
yes, there's a
G's,
big
Tito,
accident.
somebody else.
That's a
Oh
big
man, yeah, a
accident.
lot of
Multiple
cars.
cars.
And they're still three wide, three abreast going down. No, they're gonna file back in, but oh man, yeah, that was a huge wreck right there.
Yeah, are any of these
I
boys gonna
don't
have to
see
go in
anybody
for
out of the race,
damage? Yeah, no
but there
one's
was some.
retired.
I'll tell you what, big gainers in that incident right there. The Alpines of David and Big Tundi right there. They have just made up a lot of positions in that incident.
And also, I want to say Tails just he got the overtake done for the lead. I can't remember if he was in P2 or P3. It wouldn't surprise me either way because
I don't have my track map
both of these
enabled.
guys. We've seen both of these guys just get, double overtakes. They're so close during a majority of the lap, but it looks like Tails I think might be trying to push here. It just won't matter. The DRS it's actually so perfectly positioned on this track to where you really only need to stay close for almost basically 4 corners at a time.
Nah, exactly. Yeah, Monza's one of them kind of. Oh, Milky definitely misses the
Yeah.
first part of his story, and that's going to cost him down this back run.
Yeah, and they
I
can't
don't know if
battle
K
though,
Money.
because now, yeah, K Money's gonna
What is
try
K
to go down
Money?
the inside. He's gonna get this
Ah,
done. He's
yeah.
on mediums. I
I,
didn't even realize that.
oh, me either. How about that? Well,
I
he is
just
going to lose the
assumed.
DRS though here, but it's. I don't think it's going to matter though. Maybe because he might have a better exit potentially. Yeah, I don't think Milky's going to be able to get there even with
No,
the DRS.
and he's not
Yeah,
the only
he is
one.
on the
David is
mediums.
also
How
on the
about that?
mediums. So everybody is on the softs except for back in K Money and David.
I don't know how I missed that either.
I didn't. I never even saw the. I never even looked at the wall of the tires. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Milky
figured the sprint
still.
race, everybody was going soft.
I mean, but still, this is got to be good confidence for these three guys because they've already built in 7 laps a 7-second gap, a 7.5-second gap to those behind them. But those guys behind them have been battling for a majority of this race.
Yeah, that midfield battle has been intense, and a
And
few
look
of
at
them are
this. Are
trying to
these
get back up in
mediums
there.
starting to fire up? Look at K Money. He's right on the gearbox of Tails. But I mean, he's keeping him honest. Milky's still there, no doubt.
Yeah, he might know something that it's not seeing here. Potentially, these softs might just start to fall off on these last couple laps here, right when these mediums are just starting to hit their sweet spot. And Tails is definitely understeering quite a bit
Yeah.
in the last corner there. Oh, but a big snap there too for not a
I
huge snap,
think
but a
he
little bit of
should
moment.
be able to get it as long as he's not flashing here and has a little bit of ERS to give. Yeah, he's gonna get this done. He's gonna have to go to the inside though, and Milky's also. Oh, Tails manages to keep it.
Super close. I don't think there was contact. Yeah, no contact there, but they were all well within.
Yeah, and the new AlphaTauri, the permanent AlphaTauri driver of Cows with Guns, he's gotten himself into P4 and he's built quite quite a gap, and David also does have a penalty, so he should have P4 secured here in this sprint race. The two
Yeah,
Alpines,
coming
like you
down to it
said,
with a
after that
lap and a
incident,
half to go.
they gained a ton. I mean, they're
Hmm.
both up 9 positions. Same with Tito. And the Aston Martin behind him gained 9 positions in this race. Black Balla has gained 5. So yeah, a
And
huge, huge loss for them.
sometimes it's not just the incident, it's almost where it was. It happened kind of out of that fast chicane. So all them people were, coming through there having to slow down. By the time they got there, they were able to hit it flat out and they just were flying past people down that
Yep.
back straightaway.
Yep.
And it's just sometimes it just times it up perfect.
Yeah.
I think K Money's
K
gonna go
Money.
for it here. Last lap, he is right on the gearbox here. Yeah, dips down to the inside or outside. I can't even think here. So much more speed though. Yeah, Milky has fell back just a tiny bit from this battle, but
Yeah, and I saw him flashing earlier. So it doesn't really surprise me that he's kind of backed off this battle because yeah, maybe lacking a little bit in the pace of these two, but still nonetheless he's put up a valiant effort here.
yeah,
Led for a lot of this
definitely.
race, a lot of this sprint.
Yeah, these three have kind of been on a little bit
Look
of
at
their
this.
own
The
so
Riggs and
far.
Black Balla side by side. Riggs chooses to back out. I don't know if he lost that position. I went on to them as they were side by side, but Riggs definitely has the pace advantage here. Oh, Tails. I mean,
He's
it's
trying to
the
give it everything, but
yeah.
I just don't think it's there though.
He's got to he's flashing in the back, so he's low on the ERS. So is K Money, but he started later.
As long as he hits this, does not have too much, a little bit of understeer, but both of them just
K Money will do it. K
right out
Money
of kind of
wins the first sprint of the season. He's going to do some weaves. He's happy about that. Tails takes P2, Milky and P3. Cows comfortably going to take P4, kind of out on his own right now. David with a penalty that'll set him back probably at
little
least one
formation for the
position,
Alpine
just behind
still.
his teammates. Yeah, you love to see that. The Alpine's getting good points here. Black gonna keep
Oh,
P7
it's gonna
just
be.
barely.
Yeah, he just does, and Riggs able to finish out that final points. Yeah, that was a
I mean,
interesting little sprint
look at this
there.
all the way down to P11, and that's with the incidents that happened kind of midway through the race.
Mm-hmm.
Good racing from the boys. Let's hope that carries on into the GP.
We should have 20 plus laps of excitement.
Yeah, yeah. Italy usually. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm actually
No,
not
we'll
gonna
knock on
say it.
wood.
Nah, nah, nah. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. But you
I
know
don't
what
even
I
know
was
what you're
gonna
talking
say.
about. So yeah, no, I don't even know what you
Yeah,
mean.
you're
But
right. You're right. I was speaking gibberish actually.
but Big Tussy being the little driver of the day for this sprint. Yeah, they did a job there, making up a lot of positions.
Yeah, well done to the Alpines for sure. And I mean, David's been struggling this season. He's no longer with, his mate, his previous championship winning teammate in Tails, and obviously they won the constructors. So they're not together anymore, and he's shown some struggles this year. I know he hasn't been able to play as much, but hopefully he gains a little bit of confidence from that finish.
Definitely. Yeah, we'd love to see him back as a regular front runner as he was for many of the times
Oh
at
yeah,
races.
I mean the Monaco race will go down in history for the most laps I've ever seen raced on one tire.
Oh
So
man, that's right. I forgot about that. That was an effort right there.
still a multiple time ROR Grand Prix winner. He's got it in him. Definitely got it in him. To be specific, a 6-time ROR Grand Prix winner. Third behind Tails
Yep.
and Slippery.
That's some good numbers right there, for sure. I barely scored that many points.
I mean, where am I even on this list? Oh, okay, I'm one below him. I'll give it to David. He's probably done an extra season or two than me. I'll give it. He's
I was gonna say, well,
he's
he definitely
okay.
missed a little bit of time in this factor, but still,
Oh, no worries. I'll be back in the second season of this game with a vengeance.
coming hard. Kind of like
Hopefully,
this shot of the pit lane there.
oh,
Sort
you
of
know
shot
the
there.
rainbow? Taste the rainbow, man.
Ah, looks like the cars are getting close, ready now.
The sprint did determine it.
Oh, it did. Oh, and they are away. The revs rise. They're out. And looks like K Money is got a not the best start. And Milky is trying to get right in there. There's almost three abreast going
He's
into
trying to
turn
box
one.
him in. Oh, the
Who is
Alpha
this going
Tauri.
way down? Somebody
Cows.
missed the corner.
Cows misses his breaking point. Gets a 10-second penalty because of it. Tails taking P1 as we speak. Big Tundi is in P4. Cows has to let all those positions back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he still gets the penalty, though. Dang, that is unfortunate. Well, we shall see about that, actually. That's right.
Right, yes, the stewards may have a word. He did give the positions back. They may have a word. But yeah, Tails starting on the hards. Back end K Money on the softs. Milky on the mediums. We're seeing, again, we saw it last race, the difference in strategies all the way down the grid.
Yeah, K Money just trying to do what he can with these softs at the time being. He wants to make hay while he can, but yeah, I am surprised that they obviously didn't upgrade. I thought they did though. I swear they did as well, where the qualifying was supposed to determine it
Now,
for
yeah, I
the
believe in
sprint
real
and the
life,
grid, but
the qualifying determines the grid for the GP, but
well, they have
in the
two
game,
different ones, I think. But yeah,
yeah, I mean they've been switching up the format and all this stuff. So, and K Money, as I'm speaking, takes P1 for the time being. Milky's still right there, side by side with Tails. Tails might box him in again like he did going into T1 on lap one, but they keep it clean. And K Money is gonna hope to get away here with these softs and build up something. Somebody's stopped. I don't
yeah,
know
I
who
can't
that
see who that
was.
is. It's Tito and David.
David.
I
Oh, you're right.
I didn't see damage on either car, but they definitely both had a spin there.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Big Tundi in P4, still holding it down for the Alpines. And he's right behind Milky
Yeah,
as well. It's not like he's shying away. He's
no,
not
he's got
lacking
these
any pace
softs and
here.
he is got these softs warmed up and nice shiny shoes on there, trying to do what he can with them. Yeah, they're already. I mean, they do that. Front four has almost a 2 second or 1.5 second plus gap to Riggs in this second pack.
Oh, another yellow flag.
Oh,
That's
and there is
Dash.
another
That's a
moment.
virtual safety car. I
Yeah,
think
his
he
car. Oh,
crashes at
right
a
out of that,
Scary.
out of
Or,
yeah,
yeah,
off the exit.
I didn't quite catch it. Everybody
I
passed him
seen the.
before then.
Yeah, I had to look backwards with David. I couldn't even bear. I could just barely see his car on the corner, but I guess it is just going to be a virtual though.
Yeah,
Let's see. I do see a couple cars going into there, or just one. Okay, that was
on
Bond.
homie.
Yeah,
DRS
DRS
enabled,
is enabled now.
and we're back to green as well.
It looks like
Definitely
K Money got
quicker
a
than the last than our
decent jump
VSC
there.
at
Oh
Saudi.
man.
But we are back to green.
Yeah, at that point, just throw out the safety car.
Really, seriously, if we're gonna take this long.
Yeah, the marshals did a great job there. Wow.
Yeah, I mean they made the car literally disappear. I mean,
Too bad. Too bad they couldn't do that a few years ago. Here at Italy at the end of the race. Fine.
yeah, I know somebody that might have appreciated that.
Yeah, still a little nice little battle up here. This front four, all less than a second.
Yeah, but I mean,
And there is
from a
another caution.
from a driver's perspective here, that's a Alpha Tauri. That's cows.
Yeah, Cows has a moment.
From a driver's perspective here, I would be worried right now if I was K Money. Um, because this is a dangerous sight, seeing Tails equaling him. Now there is DRS, obviously now. Oh, Tails! As I'm speaking about him, makes a mistake. He
And he's
gets
gonna
it back
come
on
out side
track.
by side with is that Nander, and Riggs is gonna be right on his gearbox here though. I don't think Riggs is gonna be close enough though to make a move.
My jaw actually just dropped. The timing was insane.
Oh man. Oh, Tails is gonna try to take this position back. Yeah, he does take it back.
So, I mean, Tails still in P4, but he's got some more work to do now. Especially now he's out of his rhythm and he's on the hardest
Man,
compound. So,
that is the worst though. I know I've done that quite a bit. I feel like I always did that to TC. That's why I feel like I stopped even saying his name almost on here. Every time I'd bring up something good he would do, as I would say it, he would like get hit or something. Oh man.
no, it's the commentator curse has been real for us for several games now. The Red Bull and the Ferrari side by side. That's
Ooh,
Riggs and
ooh.
Nander. Nander around the
Tundy has a
outside.
huge moment there.
Yeah, Tundi managed to keep it on track. He does lose some time. And Riggs, they're about to go
Oh
three
boy.
wide here. They're about to go three wide.
Yeah,
Canadian
Canadian.
Riggs and Wesley.
Canadian gonna pick up all the pieces here and
Okay, they
dive
file. They
back
file
down.
in. Thankfully, everybody gets into turn two cleanly. But Canadian, the big winner there, I mean, I'm pretty sure he started in P8, is now P6 on the hards.
Hmm.
I mean, he
Ah man, that
started
is
that
unfortunate.
sequence on P8. I don't remember where he started, to be honest.
Yeah.
Take a look. Okay, yeah, he's up 4 positions. Nander, the biggest winner so far, up 7 positions. Obviously, he had that moment in the sprint, so
Yeah,
he's
trying to
making up
battle
good
back.
time.
Oh man, I feel bad for Tundy there. He had a moment coming out of Parabolical, and he was crawled right up to the back of them too, the front too, and just had maybe just too much dirty air and had a snap
Wait a minute,
coming out
Milky's
of it
just
and had that.
overtaken back in K Money for the lead here. These softs might be starting to have, they might be starting to run their course. This isn't a tire burner like, say, a Hungary or a Netherlands or some other tracks, but still, I just know from experience, softs do not last on this game. They really do have like a peak window of 3 or 4 laps. Almost, it feels like, regardless of the track. And I mean, surely you can feel that in 5 lappers as well. Those softs
Hmm.
by the end of the race just are like, man, like, get these out of my
Yeah,
sight.
no, they start getting a little greasy there towards the end,
And
definitely.
here goes Nander on, yeah, he gets it done on Big Tundy for P4. So that's Big Tundy. He's lost 2 positions here. That mistake proving to be pretty costly, and that's just how it goes with league racing. The consistency
Hmm.
is what's most
Okay,
important.
money back into the lead there. Just hooks up and stays in the slipstream. Our Curve Grande and slings right back around Milky. But yeah, no, consistency is key, definitely, in a longer race like this, especially at a track like this where you can just stay. If you can stay in that DRS and it just keeps dragging you further along from your rivals behind, it just. But as soon as you fall out that little bit, definitely.
Exactly. That ERS deployment becomes a big factor in that as well. I mean, if you're up in the DRS with, the top 3 or 4, you're going to be pretty comfortable to not really push in that position and hold your ERS, keep gaining your ERS back. But it's just a matter of, you make that mistake. I mean, now you have to use that ERS. Now you're defending. Now you've lost 2 positions. It's
Hmm.
tough. And now he gets a penalty. It's tough.
Oh, it goes downhill quick. Snowball effect as Milky goes right back. They're just after you. I insist.
Yeah.
They're trading positions lap by lap.
Yeah, and Tails is also, he's catching back up. He's just outside of that DRS zone.
Yeah, no, he is a proven time in and time out. He is a very good recovery driver. If he does have an early mistake, does a good job. Yeah, they're super close. Still
And
right up. Oh, Milky has a little bit of a slide there.
because now this is going to create now a 4 or 5 car, no, Tundi's out of the DRS. This is going to create a 4 car DRS train now between the top 4, and this might just drag all of them together. and Nander having an insane recovery drive, up 8 positions on the hard tires. This is an amazing first stint on the
Yeah,
hard
doing
tires. That's
very
one you
nice.
could dream of.
Definitely. Oh, his tails goes around Milky as well. Yeah, using them hard tires, just trying to ride it out as long as you can. Definitely.
Yeah, and definitely now on lap 7, I would imagine we're getting to that point where these tires might be starting to, these soft tires might be starting to fall off. Like they're not gonna be at a fun place here. Tails having to maybe defend a little bit to Milky, but he's fine.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught sleeping there. But nah, yeah, these softs have, sooner rather than later are gonna start going off rapidly, definitely. And maybe
Yeah, and
some of
I've
these
been kind of
soft runners.
neglecting this battle for, P7 and back, as it's pretty rigorous. No pun intended to Riggs, who's also in this battle.
Yeah, they are super tight all the way through.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the
Couple.
intervals, but between the leaders. But we're gonna watch this battle for a little bit because I think it could get spicy here soon.
Mhm. Yeah, Spinny trying to lead this little pack. I think Bio is gonna slingshot right around in there though.
Yes, he does. But that's gonna leave him defenseless for this back straight. We'll switch on to the
I know.
leaders, see where they're at. They're coming through with the final corner. Tails is gonna have DRS.
Oh man, they are so tight
He's ahead.
here. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's ahead already.
I think Canadian might pass all three of these cars potentially if he
Oh,
get. Oh, they're 3 wide, maybe 4 wide
K
potentially
Money
going
hits
through.
the
No.
sausages, goes super wide for turn 2, and he's gonna be in
Uh-oh.
danger.
Yeah, he is. Nander trying to get around the outside. Can he hold that inside line coming into the next set of corners? No.
No, not quite. And I think K Money might have just dispensed a little bit of ERS. I think now that I'm seeing the vision, he might be going for a soft to medium here, but sometimes this game, it's not really about, in previous games where those soft medium strategies almost seem to be the meta, the tires just don't last on this game. So it could hurt him, but who knows? Safety cars could come into effect. Who knows what could still happen in this race? But for now, he's going to be struggling
Yeah,
on
no,
those softs.
exactly. As we're about a third of the way.
Let's see, who's
Yeah, I mean it's
flashing in
almost
this camp, in this top 4 battle? Okay, nobody now. I swear I saw somebody flashing at first, but now it's gone. So sorry, go on.
okay. Somebody is right on the fringe moment right there of being pretty low on the battery. I don't have that telemetry up. I don't like seeing it either. I
No,
kind
I
of
don't.
just
I,
like
I have it
the
off
light,
as
the
well.
flash of light.
I have it off as well. I don't want to see it really.
I'll peek on the steering wheel every once in a while when I go on board.
Yeah, and that gives you
Sometimes
an
it's hard not to
approximation.
though.
At least it doesn't give you like. At least I don't see the exact percents.
Oh,
I
a
just see
big
kind of.
moment there for Baller into turn one. He's going to lose a couple positions there, and they're still side by side. Is that Bio and Canadian? Ooh,
Yeah, these four
yeah, they're
battling
still
away
getting a little
still.
spicy.
The two Ferraris, the Williams, and the Mercedes.
Oh yeah, Bio's going to have to skip the corner a little bit to not come together with his teammate.
He has to let his
I think
teammate
Riggs
back
is going to
pass.
get a.
Does he? I don't know if I don't know where the detection point is.
Yeah, it's got to be in between there somewhere.
Of course, it's
I don't
okay.
know. I don't remember seeing a
No,
white
Riggs
line
did
nowhere
not get
though.
DRS in that situation, but the two behind obviously did.
Okay, so it is somewhere after that corner then.
And my question now almost is: will Tails make it through to turn 1 here with the lead? The soft tires. I mean, Becken, he's done a really good job of keeping those, you know, keeping those in check, and he might actually
Yeah,
take the
keeping them
take back the
viable,
lead.
definitely.
No, not quite actually. They
No, but
stay
they're
in their
still
original
super close
position.
though, all four of them. And I feel like it's almost bring it, maybe not though. Wesley has rung up a little bit of time to these leaders, but not closed in quite as much as I thought earlier.
Yeah, he's. I mean, and it really
But
is
it's going to be
just
tough because they all have DRS in front of them, so they're
right.
going to be
Yeah,
cruising down the straightaways.
that's very true. It can be tough, almost that NASCAR effect where it's like
I
it's
was
definitely a. I'll
just
let
about
you
to say,
explain it. You're more knowledgeable on it than
do
I.
do Tunde and Wesley right now? Do they try to team up a little bit and get the draft with each other and try to tow themselves along maybe a tiny bit quicker with DRS to them? Because that's kind of in NASCAR. If you're out of the draft and you find a car or two, you kind of, even though it's so counterintuitive that F1 though, to dropping yourself back a little bit into a car.
And also, just a couple of seconds behind them, Riggs and I think that's Big Tundi and Canadian, obviously. Well, and Black Balla, they're still all battling, but specifically Riggs and Canadian. Riggs goes, or sorry, Canadian goes a little bit wide for Parabolica. Maybe that'll help him on the
I think
exit. It
he's got
depends on
behind
when he
him.
got on the power, but already before the DRS, he's
I
already
think he's gonna
close
get
enough.
him.
He's close enough for sure.
I'm surprised Bala did not close in as much there. I thought Bala would close in a lot more than that.
Yeah, Nander,
Yeah, it makes it done
Nander, I
easy.
think is a guy. He's a sleeper here, being
Yeah,
on the
these hard
same
tires.
strategy as Tails in this situation. If he can get past K Money here, I think he could be in contention. But I think he has to get past K Money in this situation. Almost do it before Ascari. It doesn't really matter. I think he's got the tire advantage now.
Uh-oh. Yep, and the light is flashing on K Money. That's right on board with Nander. But yeah, his lap times have been very similar to Tails too, all the sectors. So yeah, he's keeping pace with the leader.
Goes a little bit
A
wide there.
very
Probably
strong
got a
race.
warning. Nander, the exit of Ascari. But
Yeah, a
maybe
little
again,
wiggle there.
maybe using them tacticiously. We'll see if he can get
You
past here.
always got to
He's gonna
save.
need to.
You always want to save one or two. Yeah, no, definitely. But
The thing I've already noticed though is K Money is very quick in this third sector. Regardless of his tire situation, he's been quick through this third sector the entire race. So it's gonna be just with that situation in itself, it's gonna be extremely hard to pass him.
yeah, so is he hooking up the Scary very, very well then?
Riggs, ooh, peeks down the inside, chooses not to go for it. A good decision. His wing was probably just level with Canadian's back tire. But they've started to spread out a little bit more now. The rounds of pit stops are going to be coming any second now, especially for the last soft runner of back in K Money. But even the medium runners probably going to be thinking about stops in about the next 4 laps, I would say. Depending on their strategies. They might go, these medium runners might do a medium to soft. They really might.
Just gonna try to stretch him out potentially as long as they can, but
But they
yeah,
might
I don't
see
know the
K
tire
Money and
deg
be like,
here.
yeah.
I haven't done a 50%er here, so I'm not sure how bad the deg is.
I have not either. But see, like, yeah,
But
my
I
last
imagine
league
it is
race,
doable though.
I think it is. My last league race was at Hungary, and that's just, it's a tire burner. Like,
Well,
that
that one,
track
yeah,
is
that
just.
track is
So that's and my softs were falling off after 4 laps. So,
that one you're
like,
just the tires are hurting, they're
yeah,
screaming.
you're constantly
You're
turning.
yeah, I was gonna
Load
say
on the
you're constantly
tires.
working them.
So, it's understandable. But a few guys,
I
that's
almost
K
think that
Money
you're
into the pits for mediums. Milky into the pits for
yep,
hards.
okay, he comes out. Oh, Canadian and Riggs are still side by side in the turn one. A
Hold
little
on,
bit
there's
of
an Aston
contact on
right
the side
there.
pod.
Oh yeah, so Nander's now got free reign to maybe catch up on Tails here. Like I said, they're on the same strategy.
Yeah, where did they come out? Okay, so K Money comes out. Yeah, P8 Nander or Milky gets in between the Aston. Okay, so
Yeah, K
how
Money's
far
gonna have a
back are
big
they?
advantage here because of Milky getting out behind Tito.
Oh,
There's
and
a
there
yellow
is a yellow
flag.
flag back there. Oh, and it's
That's David.
David.
That's a safety
Yeah, right out
car.
of the
Oh, and
first
that's gonna
Lesmo.
help so many. Okay, so the guys that just pitted, back in K Money will be
Oh
okay
man.
because I would assume all these guys that are in the top six are gonna go into the pits. K Money is gonna be okay, I think, but they're on a delta. He's like
Tails and Wesley or Tails and Nander set that up or had got so perfectly set up right there. They were on the last corner as that safety car came out.
they should put on the softs. They should put on the softs. If Nander, ooh, they both put on mediums, but I'm not
Wait,
joking.
oh,
They
wait a
should have put on
second.
the softs. Wesley puts on the softs. That is the smart move, I think. You see K Money just do 13 laps on the softs, I would just do it. You're gonna have to do maybe 10, maybe 11.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're spread out enough where it's going to be at least 2 laps probably for the safety car.
And yeah, Wesley gets out in P4. And K Money, he
Yes,
gets
K
back into
Money
P3.
almost.
Oh, sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
so he's back right there. I was going to say he's not going to be necessarily kicking himself that he didn't stay out that extra lap necessarily because he is back up into P3
Right.
and has put himself right back in contention
They're all on the same tire.
with only 1 lap older. So yeah, that 1 lap is, I mean, it is a little bit, but not
It's
much
negligible, to
in
be
this
honest.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. In this situation, it's not going to mean
But
probably
yeah,
anything. Yeah,
that
really. Yeah.
that has just spiced things up. Unfortunate for David, who was having a pretty good race. But we've seen it so many times where at the beginning of the race, we'll see a pair of teammates up there in the fighting for good points, and then just later on as the race unfolds, it just kind of unfolds for them. And yeah, that seemed to happen for the Alpines, but Big Tundy's still in it. P6 right now.
Yeah, no, this brings everybody back together. So yeah,
Where's
I'm
Milky?
curious. I want
Milky
to see
P5.
how good yeah, he's P5 right behind Wesley, who I'm just gonna say, let's see how good he does on these softs, especially at the start. Can he get out, have a good jump and maybe shake things up a little bit?
Yeah, I think Wesley's going to be looking really racy here. I think we'll have one more lap. So yeah, he'll have to do about 10 laps. They might be a little bit, it might be a little dainty at the end of that stint, but
Man, I tell you what, I did a race a while back and the safety car came in. I'm trying to think if it was Vegas or one of them tracks, and it told us like the safety car came in literally with like on the last corner and stuff, like out of
yeah,
nowhere. Didn't Yeah,
yeah,
like
we've seen
crazy
that.
timing.
It it doesn't usually happen on the first safety car of the race, but like when there's like multiple safety cars, it seems to happen at least
Which I mean, I've said that I'm in favor of that. Just
once. You
don't even tell
you
us.
were
But
saying that. That was your rule change. Just let it come in at a random time.
yeah, like it's a minimum of like 2 or 3 laps once everything's cleaned up. Obviously, but then they just don't know, and they only have like about a corner to. We'll see. As long as it's safe, I think you could do it safely. I mean,
I actually forgot about it. This is kind of random, but I think ROR will be starting a fantasy league here soon. F1 Fantasy League. So that'll be kind of interesting. I hope you're going to be getting involved in that slash. I've never done F1 Fantasy. I don't really know how it works.
I was gonna say I haven't done with F1, and I haven't done it
I've done
with
fantasy
many
for other
sports in a long
sports.
time. I was gonna say it's been a
Yeah.
while since I've done football and stuff, but I do remember. I think it said in this lap. Yeah, in this
Okay,
lap.
so I was coming in this lap.
But I wouldn't be opposed to picking me a couple of drivers and points.
Hell yeah, do a little draft. I don't know. Maybe first place the last race gets first pick. I don't know.
Oh, yep. We start to see the dance now. Everybody weaving along. Super tight here. Tails goes ahead and goes, and there's a few cars getting gonna caught sleeping in the back, leaving their tires.
Yeah, Nander's one of them. He was not ready for that start. And
Yeah,
Tails
Tails
already gets
played
a
that
1.2
perfect.
second advantage.
He was just looking in the rear view. I feel like he started to weave his and then stopped instantly. And as soon as everybody else started, a little bit of dive bomb there. Who was that? Riggs and
Spenny, yeah, goes for the move in the inside.
oh,
I think he has a snap though, and yeah, he's gonna
mm-hmm.
end up losing 2 positions. Maybe a bit of tire don't lie there. I didn't see that. I didn't see the incident. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get the good enough view of that, but yeah, Tails with such a good jump. He's already almost 2 seconds plus. But the battle is still on. K Money right on him. Wesley pretty close behind, but I think K Money might try to go for it here. I don't know if he's going to be close enough down this straight into a scurry underneath the old banking right there. I always did love that about this track, how they drive right underneath the old bank.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know. Nander's seeming to have some issues because they're losing a lot of time to Tails here.
Yeah, he's just not firing up these mediums like he was with the hards.
Yeah, I think K Money's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
I think K
aggressive
Money's.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gets it done before the braking zone.
Yeah, Wesley's trying to stick his nose in there too. He's not going to be able to make it here, but is he going to have a good enough run out of the exit? No, Nander has a good exit.
Yeah, I don't think Wesley got the exit to really be able to challenge. And Milky's
Yeah, I
back
was
there on
thinking the
the
soft might
hards.
have.
I think that was a mistake from him for sure. But yeah, Tails set in purple first sector. He's out of here.
Yeah, I didn't see him pick up the penalty. When did he pick up that penalty?
Oh,
Okay, it's only a 3 second penalty,
yeah, I
but
did not. So that might be why he is pushing so aggressively.
yeah, Milky on the hards, just trying to hold it out, see what he can do. He's also got a penalty as well. There's a little bit of a gap forming yet in between Milky, his backpack in front of him.
Yeah, K Money needs to try to get away here. It's gonna be tough though. I don't. Is DRS? No. Okay,
It's
so
going to
it's
be next lap.
yeah.
Or, well, no, this lap. Okay, it is this lap. See,
Still,
that's
that
one thing
slipstream
I
is
would like
strong.
to change of the rule, even though they're not going to do it on the first lap. But say, like, turn one is, or the front stretch is your DRS zone here in Monza. You only have two of them. So if lap three DRS is enabled, you get to use the DRS on the front stretch that lap. Not because you haven't crossed the line yet. Would be a rule change that I would do probably.
I would do. I would elaborate off that and just say, at just like there will be no first DRS zone on the like literal first lap. But the second, if there's a second, that is when you get it.
You see, I would
I
like that
wouldn't
too.
do it. I wouldn't do it on the
I would
front, on like the original, like the restart stretch. Nah, that's ballsy.
on the on the third lap, instead of having to wait for depending on where your DRS zone is and stuff. Like say, well, does Hungary have two?
I just say
You can
count the
use it on the
DRS zone.
like think about Hungary, how you can use the second DRS zone on lap three, but you can't use that first one down the front stretch. Or well, no, I guess you couldn't
Wait,
use either
where's the
one of them then,
second
because
one?
that's a
There's only
double.
one. Wait, no, you're thinking of Netherlands. Hungary only has one. Speaking of,
Oh, you're right.
Nander's
Yeah, I am thinking of
passed
Oh, he
Becca and
goes
K Money.
around K Money here.
And Milky and Canadian are side by side. I don't know what's happened here. But Canadian gets past.
Yeah, Canadian trying to get up there. And Milky's gonna fight it back, and they're kind of bottled up here. Little bottleneck going on through that chicane. They
Yeah, I
got to
think
plow back in.
Milky's gonna kick himself for going onto the hard tires. Obviously, he couldn't put on mediums, but I think like he needed to take the risk there. He's going side by side again, gets the move done, going into Ascari. But yeah, I just think he would be up there with, I think, the top four if he did not have
Yeah, he
hards on
showed
right now.
really good pace in the sprint. Yeah, maybe just feeling he couldn't get to the distance there, but yeah, I'm probably with you there. That it was kind of on that fringe point. I could see where you might feel like you might not make it, but
I mean, it's the safe route because he was on the mediums, but I'm just like, yeah. I guess this is like my mentality. I would almost always want to be on the softer compound if I can be. If I can make it work, I'm gonna try it. And they would definitely wouldn't explode on this track with the amount that he did. They wouldn't.
no, they were battling super tight. Speaking of Milky and Canadian rigs there, they traded places 3 times there in that little chicane.
Yeah, we're back to giving me this on board camera a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kept getting it too. Yeah, I got it about 5 cars in a row.
Just trying to flip through, like get me off this. Yeah, 6 laps to go. Getting down to the business end.
Ooh, that was Riggs there. He's out of the race in Ascari. They must have they were super close. Him, Canadian. Who was that? Bond homie. And Milky is spelled all the way back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be just a BSC though. It's not gonna give us the full. But Tails is gonna pit and K Money.
Okay. Okay,
So
this is
did
really
they?
spicing some things
Oh,
up.
a bunch of people are pitting. Okay, a lot of
Interesting.
people pitted.
Very interesting.
It says virtual. Are we not seeing something? Oh, it is a
Uh,
full safety car. It is a
okay,
car.
okay. Okay. I looked up and it was a VSC. I looked down at the map. I saw the yellow car. I looked back up. It said full safety car, bro. Like what? Like literally, this was like
All
a
right, I
three
will be
second
back.
period.
Perfect time. I'll be back in 1 minute.
No problem. All right, let's see what tires. So we've got the front three. Andrew on the mediums. Wesley on the softs. Bio on the softs. Spenny did not pit. He's on 12 lap old mediums. Black Balla is on still old softs. Everybody behind on the new softs. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we'll have about 3 laps, about 2.5, I guess. That's, ooh. I think it's a big risk from the people that pitted, but they will have definitely a huge advantage on pace. Let's check out the penalties as well. Because, yeah, Tails does have a 3-second penalty now. If Tails does somehow manage to, be very aggressive on this restart and get up these positions near the front, 3, he'll take this. But if he gets held up almost in any way, really, it's going to be very difficult. But it all just really comes down to his restart, playing the Kimi Räikkönen game. Should come in this lap. It does. So yeah, I think that safety car just really came out at a bad time for all these boys. They were kind of far. Well, I don't know. I'd have to watch back the footage. I don't really know why they didn't pit, but I don't blame them also for not pitting. So Nander's gonna lead us off here. That's perfect timing.
Okay. My bad.
No, you're all good. But yeah, Nander's leading us off, and here we go. I want to see Tails already gets past one person, I think, and he's going for another position. But Wesley, they're 3 wide for the lead here. They do make contact. The Red Bull has to go off. Wesley, he gets a 3-second time penalty because of it.
Oh,
Someone else. No, that's Tails. Yeah, Tails is back into P3, and he's already back near the lead. I said it all depended on his restart, how far up he can get, and now the Ferrari has to go off. That's Bio.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
My headset was messing up.
No worries.
Man, that was a crazy restart right there. Wow, Tails.
Yeah, Tails is already taken. He's taking P2 now. Like, I've seen like 3 or 4 drivers have to go off the track. He's going side by side right now. He wants the position now.
Oh, wow. All the way back up on Bio.
Bio loses 3
positions here.
Oh, this is crazy racing. There's a 3-lap sprint basically to the end.
Oh, man, they have... Yeah, Nander's still on them medium tires. Is he going to be able to hold on for much longer, though? Because he's got a lot of hungry drivers right behind him.
The guys that pitted already ahead of the guys that didn't. Back in K-Money and Tails, both choosing to pit during that late safety car. I kind of questioned it, but they got great restarts. These boys were battling off the rip.
It was only showing VSC for a while there, but obviously they probably seen a little bit different. But yeah, this is quite exciting here. It is going to be a straight out sprint. Once again, we had the sprint already, but we got another sprint because we liked it so much.
Yeah,
K-Money's gonna have a big moment.
K-Money's got to stay within 3 here. And yeah, Wesley, he had to go off track. They were 3 wide going into turn 1, and they made contact. Had to go off, got a 3-second penalty for it, and then picks up another one, unfortunately. Milky has retired. That shouldn't cause a safety car. Or no, he hasn't retired. He's kept it going. Wait, no, he has retired.
Yeah, I think he wrecked, but then actually, just hit the retire button. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are super close right here. A bunch of people are going to have a big run. I think even Tundi is going to try to make a move on Bala into the final corner.
Chooses to file in.
He thinks better of it.
K-Money just has to keep it within 3. Unless Tails somehow gets that penalty, taken back in the steward's room. I don't know really how he picked it up, to be honest. So, you never know. You want to do it on track.
Yep. No, exactly. But it's going to be 2 laps with DRS, and a lot of boys are going to have DRS. They are so close all the way through this whole little middle.
Yeah, Canadians probably pushing like hell here to get out of this DRS position, but Black Balla under pressure here from Big Tundi.
Yeah, Tundi's got the inside line. You just see how dirty both of these cars are as of riding on board. There has been a lot of off-track moments here. Oh, and the switchback is on. Tundi gets back to the inside line.
Yeah, he's going to get it done. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Forced the mistake out of Black Balla. Gets it done. He's now in P6. But there's still an angry horde of drivers right behind them. And Biohazard and Canadian fighting right now for P4 and 5.
Oh, definitely Canadian is dragged himself back up to a good position. He has kind of been towards the back, a little bit in the midfield, but now that P5, P4 fringe, is he gonna? No, he's gonna. He just shows a nose. Definitely, I was thinking, yeah, you don't want to go for it with the DRS coming right up.
Oh, he's made a
Oh, and
mistake
he
though.
is gonna. Yeah, he's gonna dip down. I think he's still gonna get it though.
No, I think Bio might have tried to play some games there, but it's backfired because it was way too late to play the DRS
Yeah,
games. Or he just genuinely, I didn't like necessarily see a mistake. I just saw him slow
I, I,
down.
I mean, I think he almost maybe just understeered too much. I could be wrong though. Maybe he was trying to get a little DRS chicken going on. But once again, Tunde, Blackball, and Wesley, they are tight little battle though. K Money's still on the fringe as well.
Yeah, I mean, he actually might be able to get this done on track into this last corner. We'll see.
Mm. Tails with a big
They're
slide
gonna
of
be pushing
oversteer
like
coming.
hell.
Oh man, I think he might be able to get it done right here. He's got a huge run. Is he gonna dip down to the inside? No, Tails goes defensive. K
This is
Money goes
almost
down to the outside.
deja vu from the sprint race.
Yes. He is gonna be able to get it
Can
done,
he
but
hold
Tails
on
is
to
gonna
it?
be right on the gearbox here. This little bit, it's not as long of a runway. I don't think he's gonna be able to get close enough. Once again, he's gonna look a
He's drifting right now. He's got to get it under control. He has a snap, and he's not gonna be able to. He's not gonna be able to do it. Back in K Money does
nope.
it on track. Takes, I think, his second win of the ROR season. That's
Back
going
to
to be
back.
huge for the points. Nander coming home P3. Canadian coming home P4. Bio P5. Big Tundi P6. Oh my goodness. Actually, Black Balla P6. The penalties are starting to fly in. That was, hey, Italy always does it.
Mm-hmm.
Close racing almost throughout the entire race.
100% right there. And then the late safety car just threw everything in a bunch right there. Everybody dipping in for the sauce, and
A few
what a nice
spills.
little sprint we had there at the end.
Milky losing out big.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him after showing great pace in the sprint, but
Nander, hell of a comeback.
yeah, he did an excellent job on them old mediums there, or older mediums, with all them hungry soft runners right around him, shiny new tires, just trying to get him.
I mean, I'm proud of K Money here. K Money had a fantastic race. Played the game, and he's going to take the lead in the championship because of it.
Yeah, he basically picks up almost
Max,
the
he puts
clean
up max
sweep if
points.
he would have
Yeah,
got the fastest lap.
yeah,
Yeah,
two
33
first
points.
places.
That is a quite a quite a haul right there for the weekend.
Yeah, no, not too shabby at all. I mean, a lot of people picking up points. Everybody except for one, Dash the D. Everybody picks up at least a point. Wesley probably going to be upset with that finish. Milky feeling like he could have had more, but that was great racing from the boys. But yeah, what race is next? I do not know. Ooh, we have Qatar next. Okay,
Oh boy.
the new edition of Qatar. These boys, some of these boys are gonna have to learn that track fast. Got it next Wednesday. Hopefully, we see all you guys here. We actually had pretty damn good viewership this whole time. Yeah, Celeste, you got anything else to say? All right, I'll take that as your answer. But no, that is gonna do it from us here at. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. That's gonna do it from us here at ROR. That was a fantastic race from the boys. Congratulations to K Money. Great race from Tails, and I've actually already forgotten who finished P3.